Hey, can I place a pickup order?
What can I get for you?
Can I get 1.5 pounds of hot wings and an order of gooey fries?
Okay. What else can I get for you?
That's all.
Ranch or blue cheese with your wings?
Ranch.
Okay, it is 11:13. Your order should be ready by 11:30.
All right, thank you.
My pleasure.
Good morning. So it's official. I have completed my 21-day Daniel fast. I must say this experience was enlightening. It wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't just like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. That's not how I was every day. It wasn't a terrible experience. It was a really good experience for me. For those of you that don't know, the Daniel fast that I did, it was 21 days of only fruits and veggies, and I could only drink water. So I did that for 3 weeks. The church that I attend does 21 days of prayer, and during that time, a lot of us fast. So it turns into 21 days of prayer and fasting, and my church does that twice a year. And whereas the intention for me was so that I could be enlightened, to see things more clearly, to hear things more clearly in my faith and in my spirituality. And I will admit that about halfway through, when I also started to notice some weight loss, my focus kind of shifted more towards that, which I'm not really proud of. I didn't really stay the course as far as my mindset. It turned into, I can wear these pants now. They were too tight last month. They fit now. I haven't worn these pants in months. I'm in them now. So my focus did shift a bit. So I will most likely do the fast again, probably towards the end of September, because September is my birthday month. So I can't make any promises for September, but probably towards the end of September or October, I do plan to do the fast again for 21 days. And so since today was my first day where I can eat whatever I want, I decided to have wings today. Mistake. Let me just say, I feel bad right now. I'm so full and I couldn't even eat it. And that's one thing that happened to me that I realized during my fast. I would start to eat something, I guess, when I started to eat foods that were a little more on the savory side, where maybe I had a rice and veggie bowl from Chipotle. I would start to eat it, and then a few bites in, the taste to me would change. I know that sounds really weird, and it may just be a mind thing for me, but I'd start eating and it'd be like, oh my gosh, this is delicious. And then the taste would change, and I couldn't eat it anymore. I had to stop. Oh my gosh, no. So I don't know what that was all about, but it happened to me. And that's kind of what happened to me with my wings today. I'm eating and I'm just like, I don't think I like this. So I am very full. I'm probably not going to eat anything else like really heavy like that throughout the day again. So my diet mostly consisted of grapes, apples, plums, apricots, popcorn, because I was allowed to eat popcorn, no butter, just cooked in oil, like sunflower oil and sea salt. What else did I eat? Brown rice. I ate a lot of brown rice. I ate a lot of potatoes, baked potatoes. I would try to do some potato wedges and just kind of season them with olive oil and Italian seasoning, that type of stuff. And I also have some of the recipes that I found during my fast, because I did want to try some new things. So I was on the hunt for some Daniel fast recipes, and I do have a couple of those on my blog, which is findingdiamond.com, because I was on the hunt for a good like spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce type recipe, because I did want to do some pasta, because I could have whole grain, whole wheat pasta. And I found one, and it's on my blog, so I'll put the link to my blog below. So yeah, the first week for me, as far as what I ate, was kind of boring. I would have probably the most exciting thing for me was my fruit bowls that I would like snack on throughout the day at work. I would just buy blackberries, strawberries, pineapples, grapes, and just throw them all in a big Tupperware bowl and take them to work. And I'd eat that throughout the day. And yeah, I'd keep a couple apples in my lunch bag to snack on. And so the second week for me is when I tried to start branching out a little bit, doing some new things, some different things with the different recipes that I was looking for and that I found. And it was a little more adventurous in terms of me making my own tomato sauce. That was fun. I'd never done anything like that before, and it actually did turn out pretty good for, to be my first time. There are some things I would do differently next time, but all in all, it turned out really good. That pasta ended up lasting me like all week and then some. I ended up like throwing some of it away because I'm sick of pasta now. The last week for me was the hardest. The first 2 weeks, I just tried not to think about it. Like, oh, I can't have this, I can't have that. Because the more, for me, it's a mind thing. The more you think about what you can't have, the more you're going to want what you can't have. And that's definitely not going to help you if you want to stick to your fast. So for me, it became, this fruit bowl though, get into it. And then also one of my coworkers was doing the fast as well. He was doing a different one. He was on a liquid diet. So like early on, he was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can. I actually found strength in encouraging him. So by telling him, you can do it, just hang in there, don't think about it. I was actually speaking to myself too, probably more than him. But it made it a lot easier for me until that last week. Because that last week is just when I just started to feel like, OMG. I'm sick of potatoes. I'm sick of apples. I don't want to look at any pasta right now. I can't stand rice bowls. Get brown rice out of my face. And I really, because I was just so sick of the foods that I was eating every single day, I actually found myself just not eating. So I would have the three things that kind of held me the last week: grapes, popcorn, apples. So I would have grapes for breakfast. I would usually have maybe like 1 or 2 apples for lunch. And then when I got home, I would have popcorn and maybe an apple. So since I was just so sick of eating the same thing over and over again, I was over it. I didn't want to try new things. I didn't want to search for any new recipes. I was just ready for it to be over. So that's why the last week was the hardest for me. And a lot of people said, you're not going to be able to eat the same way. And I was like, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to eat the way I want to. I think they were right. Because I actually had some ice cream early this morning. Like, I was still up at like midnight, and I was like, it's midnight, it's officially Sunday. I went to my freezer, I bought some ice cream just for this moment, some Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cheesecake core ice cream, delicious. And I took a few bites of it, and I got to the point where I was just like, oh gosh, I can't eat this. And so it's kind of, I'm not mad at getting that feeling though, because like I said, I have experienced some weight loss. Nothing like super tremendous. Like, I haven't gone down 4 pant sizes or anything like that, but I am able to wear clothes more comfortably since I've been eating this way for 3 weeks now. And also I can see that my face is a little slimmer. So, but since I think because I could see a little difference in my face and with the clothes that I was wearing, that's when my focus started to change to where I'm not really focused on being enlightened anymore. I want to fit in the clothes. I want to lose this weight. But that's why I said I want to do the fast again and just focus on the main reason that I was doing it to begin with, instead of getting sidetracked by an extra perk or benefit. But I do think this was a great way to jumpstart a diet for me. So I'm gonna most likely continue to eat similar to the way that I was eating on the fast. It's just I am going to throw in some meat, maybe some grilled chicken or baked chicken here and there. But with the fruits for breakfast, maybe a boiled egg and some grapes as opposed to just grapes. I think that will be beneficial to me. So, and like I just, as opposed to just being over the way I was eating, I had a lot of energy. I felt good just overall while on the fast. So yeah, that is my experience with the Daniel fast and what I took away from it. And I'll let you guys know when I do the fast again and that I can really focus on what I need to get from it. But till then, we are going to start eating healthier, and we're going to use this to catapult us into a healthier lifestyle. So if you guys fast or you're thinking about trying the Daniel fast, let me know your experiences. Feel free to tell me about it, and don't forget to visit www.findingdiamond.com for more of my insight on my fast. Bye.